Yo, what is going on, guys? It is midnight, bringing you yet again another video. Now, in today's video, we're actually going to be talking about, well, not really talking about it too much. I'll kind of go through it briefly. But in the background, you're going to see gameplay of the Guild Wars, or in other words, the Grand Magic games, in obviously the Fairy Tale game. In this match, well, in this war, in a way, you're seeing my guild, which is called Enemy on server 2, versus server 2's, I think it was called ParvoPH. I don't know if the PH is at the end, but there's Parvo in their name. And they're like probably a top 3 guild, I would say. I would argue that, as well as us. There's quite a few good guilds in our server, to be honest, but there's one that kind of stands out above the rest. But then there's like 2, 3, 4 guilds that are like fighting for that top 3 spot, and I would say Parvo is one of them. In this Grand Magic games, you're just going to see a few matches that I thought were quite good that we had, well, from our perspective, because I couldn't really get any perspectives besides our one. So you're going to see our main team fighting other teams of the guild. And I would like to say, first of all, if any of you are watching this from the Parvo guild, you know, GG, like, you guys actually played really well. Especially with the amount of numbers you had, like, it was quite intimidating. But yeah, well played to all of you guys, and good luck in all your other matches as well. But besides that, in the background, you're going to see us pretty much setting up at the start, and then I'll skip and just cut to some of the good fights that we had, some of the more intense ones, because they had a lot more numbers than us. I think they had like 48 people out of 50 to turn up to the Guild Wars, and we had like 32 to 35, something like that. And like we won with like 15 people left, like 10-15 people. Because they had like one main team that was just going around wiping out all of our teams, and then we had to kind of step in and try and find them, but they just kept getting all the other guys out. So yeah, it was quite a fun guild match. For those of you that don't know, Grand Magic Games is guild versus guild, and the way it works is you have 5 lacrimas on the map, 1 in the middle, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. The one in the middle will give you more points, and then there's 2 that will give you medium-sized points, and then there's another 2 lacrimas which will give you small amount. And the way it works is you have teams in your guild, so you form a team, and then you get all your team members to go to one of the lacrimas and control it to hold them points. If you hold it for a long period of time, you'll get a certain amount of points which will be deducted off the enemy team and added onto yours. And obviously the middle one being the most important, usually most of the stronger teams will go there, but there's loads of different strategies that people will do. So basically, you go to a lacrima, hold it. If you're on the enemy team, you've got to try and take it off of the people holding it. Whilst they're fighting, you can get another team to jump on it, or you can just leave them to fight it, and whoever wins takes the lacrima. But yeah, majority of it is, you know, holding the points. But there's more strategy towards it. Like we learned from these guys that although they had numbers, they didn't send their best team in the middle. They actually sent them running around the map to kill all of our other teams that weren't quite as strong as our best team. So yeah, it was quite good to learn that. Not only that, but you have about 2 to 3 lives. If you lose that many fights, you get kicked out of the game. I think we won because we ended up kicking their whole team out. Because you have like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to complete this. Like deduct all the points off of the enemy team, or you can just kill the enemy team completely, like kill every single team they have like 2-3 times, which does take a while to kind of slow things down. And lastly, if you do win, your guild will get some rewards that you can dish out to other like guild members, which are quite helpful. Not only that, but you can also get at the end of it, there's like chests that will spawn. If you go to the chest and unlock it, if you're like still alive when the game's over, you'll be able to unlock a chest and get pretty good rewards, if I do say so myself. But obviously they're quite sparse, like you can only grab 1, and you know, you got X amount of guild members in the arena getting them. So obviously, because a lot of our guild members lost all their lives, they all got eliminated, so they couldn't actually get the chest at the end. So I think towards the end of this match, like obviously you're not seeing us running around, you're just going to see the actual fights. But their main team was the last team left, and we had our main team and like 2 smaller teams. And towards the end, we basically told them to just save your life, like just run, like just do not get near these guys, and like let us try and fight them off, whilst you guys keep your lives so you can get the chest at the end. So yeah, that was our strategy towards the end there. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow's video I'm actually going to be doing about Mystigan, the new unit, so that way you guys can see the best ceiling unit in the game, and see if he's worth summoning for. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this Grand Magic Games, and let me know if you need any more tips or any more guides. Take care and peace out.
倒れるわけには。仲間を守るんだ。
手加減をしない。
ここから先は通さない。
頑張る。痛いのそ
終わらせ
出撃。
俺がいるから安心しな。ピンチはチャンス。もうここまでか。
一撃で決める。突き合い。
くらえ。すまん。 気は通さない。
頑張る手加減はしない
俺がいるから安心しな。ピンチはチャンス。
一撃で決める頑張る
俺がいるから安心しな。